Hey, Doug Upson for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and today is January the 12th, Friday. We've got a big weekend of NFL divisional action coming our way, and we are going to talk about 3 of those games. Plus, we're going to talk a little college basketball and a little NBA action that's going to be occurring on Friday. So that should be a lot of fun in a moment here. And overall, we're going to have 7. Did I get that all in there? 7 free picks for you today to look at. Boy, yesterday was certainly an unusual day, wasn't it? One of the things that I found is didn't do very well yesterday. Still have a winning record on the free picks, but it was certainly an odd day as all 3 NHL underdogs won outright, and they're in college basketball of the teams that were. When the spread was was single digits, the underdog covered 20 of the 37 games, which is not that highly unusual. But what was unusual is that they won outright in 19 of those 20 games. So that's a little bit different. So it was an unusual day. Vegas Pro Insider Daily memberships, $99 for the Inner Circle, $99.99 for the Inner Circle package. You're going to get top rated picks from some of the best handicappers. Yours truly is 29 and 19 lately in the NFL. Sean Higgs has been rolling all year, one of the top handicappers there is. Kyle Hunter is a noted the totals player, has been for years, and Dennis Macklin in particular has been on a great roll across the board in all sports. You can get that $99.99, plus you're going to get super systems, you're going to get top trends, you're going to get wise guy plays, you're going to get a ton of information. So hey, let's get to some of this, and plus I got a tip of the day for you then also relating to football. First up, this Friday night, Golden State is going to be at Milwaukee. Now this is going to be the game on ESPN, and even though Steph Curry at latest look was still listed as doubtful, the total on this game has gone from 222 up to 224 and a half. Now, neither Golden State or Milwaukee has played particularly good defense of late. Besides giving up quite a few points, the other aspect that's come into play here is that in the last 5 games, Golden State has given up 47.5% shooting that's allowed, and Milwaukee's over 50 at 50.1. So neither team has been playing very good defense. While I agree this sounds like a lot of points at 224.5, Golden State on the road against teams that give up 106 or more points, they're 8-1 over. And then Milwaukee is 14-4 over against teams that score 110 or more points in recent games. And if you go to the website, Vegas Pro Insider Daily, I'll give you the averages on those as well. I'm going to go with the over on this one. Not a big play. It's a big number. Even with how these teams are playing, to me, 91% of bettors though are on the over. Now, also speaking of Milwaukee, where I used to live, or certainly in the area. Actually, I did live in. I think I lived in Milwaukee. No, I guess I never did. Never lived in Milwaukee. Just real close to it at one point. So. Who cares, right? Okay. Milwaukee University, formerly UWM, but now Milwaukee University, and they're going to travel down to Chicago to play University of Illinois at Chicago, and that's going to be on ESPN3 at around 8. We have a side and total for you on this one. This game is in the Horizon League, and the total has been rising, and the favorite has been falling. Now, the total's gone from 133 to 136, while UIC is down from -3 to -1. Now, the Flames, which is UIC, like many teams, shoot better at home than they do on the road. And they're 10-2 over if they shot 55% or better in their last game. Milwaukee comes into this one when they're coming off a road game and having to play another road game, 11-3 over on this one. So I like the over in this one. As far as the side though, boy, these teams are pretty evenly matched. The spread down to 1 kind of says it all, I think, in that way. I'm going to though lean with UIC because they play better defense and they're 4th in the country in block shots. So that's going to be my choice on that one. The public, though, certainly does not agree with me at all on that in any way, shape, or form. 74% are on the under, and 90% are on Milwaukee to get the job done. All right, let's talk some NFL, and we'll start Saturday with the Atlanta-Philadelphia game as the opener, which is going to be on NBC. Now, the total on this game opened at 43.5 and slid all the way down to 41.5, and some sports books are even at 41. Now, the most obvious reason for the total falling is a lack of faith in Nick Foles. Okay, I mean, it's plain and simple. And the Atlanta defense has been playing extremely well. In fact, in their last 6 games, they've only given up 16.3 points per game, and all of those games have been unders. One can surmise that the Philadelphia defense will have to carry more of the load, or seemingly, and so they're going to be ready to play against an Atlanta offense that has been nowhere near as effective, okay, as last year. So I think on the surface this looks like an under, and I have to, unless there's going to be turnovers, which could, obviously, which always can change or alter the outcome of any game. But nonetheless, Atlanta, the Dirty Birds, they're 10-0 under after 4 or more consecutive unders the last 3 seasons. I think the under is the play in spite of the lack of value, okay, on this one. Saturday night on CBS, I think it is. Yeah, CBS. Tennessee is going to be at New England. Now, this game, the total has had some movement, and that just came late. This game was pretty steady all week with New England right around 13.5, and the total is basically at 47. But in the last couple days, it has been bumped up to 48. Now, is that total reflection of the New England offense, or is it a reflection of the Tennessee defense? Good question, possibly, right? Somebody likes raised eyebrows. How's that? Okay, I got that for you. In this one, there is, with all the negative talk surrounding Tom Brady and the New England organization as a whole, there is an internet theory going around, I noticed today, saw it in a couple different places, that New England might be quite angry and want to take out their frustration with what's been going on in the media, the evil media, and want to play a whipping on Tennessee and score 40-plus points or more. Okay, you know what? I'm not into conspiracy theories pretty much on any level, to be perfectly honest. So for me, I look at New England. When the Patriots face a team that completes 61 or more of their passes on the season this year, they're 8-1 under. Their bigger game is next week. Of course, they have to win this week, but their bigger game is next week, likely against Pittsburgh. I think the under is the play here. Now, let's move ahead to Sunday. Now, the Jacksonville-Pittsburgh game has had no movement of any kind, okay? But New Orleans and Minnesota, not the case. Now, when odds makers released this line on the Saints and the Vikings, Minnesota was 3.5, which I thought was sort of an intriguing line, because what they're just saying is that despite how good Minnesota has looked, and basically the favorite in the NFC, at minus 3.5, what they're saying is they're only a half point better on a neutral, or they're only a half point better than New Orleans in theory on a neutral field. That has since changed, though. Minnesota is up to -5 now in this game. And the total has also gone up from 44.5 up to 46. Now, on the side, I think that's a perplexing it's perplexing. I'll just say that. Minnesota's 18-6 at home against the spread, just flat out. Well, the Saints are 12-3 against the spread when playing with same season revenge. So those kind of canceled each other out. The 5 points is certainly intriguing. I might change my mind in this, but in terms of an actual pick just for this video, I look at New Orleans. They lost 2 linemen last week. I think that could be the difference. Offensive linemen, I should say. They've lost 2 offensive linemen, and I think that could be the difference in the game. So right now, don't hold me to it because I might change my mind, is I would lean with Minnesota, in a very slight lean, with Minnesota minus the 5. Now, as far as the total going up to, I think I said 46, up to 46.5. Up with the total, I'm in total agreement with that. Both teams have contrasting angles. Minnesota, obviously more of an under team. The Saints, more of an over team. I like the over on this one. I think it's going to just be a higher scoring. I think there's going to be some big plays, okay, in this game. All right, now for the tip of the day, one of the things that I'd like to share, just gonna pull it up here, just make sure I want to get it right for you here. In division playoff games in the NFL, Okay, what the magic number is 27 points for the winning team. And what do I mean by that? So what has to happen is the team that wins the game in this round of the playoffs, typically that has been the magic number. You get to 27, you're in good shape. 35-1 straight up and 23-9 against the spread the last 16 years. Now, conversely, if you take that and you fall below 27 points, okay, now those teams are only 14-18 and 4-26-2 against the spread when the winning team does not reach 27 points. So keep that in mind when making your selections this weekend. It does bear noting that Minnesota is the only team that's favored that does not, or I shouldn't say the only team. Minnesota is the main team that's favored because Atlanta is now favored. Philadelphia would have been under normal conditions, but Minnesota is the one team that is not. So just keep that in mind for this upcoming weekend. So hey, this is Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. Good luck to you on all your picks this weekend. We hope you absolutely rock them. That's what I'm intending to do, is absolutely rock in NFL, college basketball, NBA, and NHL. So as of right now, Doug Upstone is out.